The curse have been unleashed, but I was controlled mentally, behavioral, verbally by a cult, a warlock, right? And today, for the blessings, the grace, the mercy of Mary, Our Lady, today there are promises that will be the holy day. There are no reason to celebrate death, suffering, right? Witches, warlocks. There are no reason to open doors that will not be closed, that will ruin your life, that will put you in a situation where consciously you are being taken to the hell. I'm going to share here my experience when I used to have terrible headaches, when I used to have my body was chilling, I was feeling cold, extremely cold. I was having earaches, my throat, I could not even talk clearly in known language. I speak 5, but not even my mother language, because this is what the darkness do. The darkness can even give you certain illusion of power. It's not real, but before you take from your lifetime, you take about you shape you about your skills, about everything that God, there are path. You have already a purpose to follow. You know you are here to serve people, to have a family, to care, to nurture your husband, to get engaged with that boyfriend, accepting responsibilities. And I'm speaking more to female. You may be expelled and you feel attracted for money. That money will be your God, your guidance, because you deserve that. And why? Why you think like that? Emotionally, and here I'm talking about as a neuropsychologist. Emotionally, you think no one gives you attention. You deserve more and you want to show more. Maybe it's jewelry, maybe it's a nice purse. I'm going to tell you, you know who gave me this cross? My husband. Ex, in that moment, was my husband. It was the first Christmas gift, because he knows I believe in guardian angels. I used to pray for my guardian angel. I ask him to stay with me every day. And now back to that, to break a spell that was in my life, because domestic relationship I had in my 20s and end up really bad. I almost passed away. He did bad things to me, that he almost jumped, threw me from the window at the building you living together. After that, he found a woman that hates me, and you still have a partnership in a society. But that woman, she was against me, of course, because she wants his money. And it makes sense, since he was going to be the provider for her. And going back for that domestic relationship, nowadays I pray for his first wife and the children he left. Not because me, because he left already kids, 2 years, 3 years old. When his first wife, his only wife, blessed by the Catholic Church, started demanding for him to be home earlier, to help her to take care of the children, to enjoy the family time. It's very interesting and disturbing story, because I was part of his family for a while as a domestic partner. And the older sister was the one that supported him, let him stay in her rental apartment to help him to leave his wife, because she was a tough woman. Of course, when you become a mother, you take things more serious. This is the idea that Mary, Our Lady, is giving to us. The responsibility is to raise a child. The responsibility to choose to have a good man in your life, that you raise your child. If it is the biological father or not, if you are lucky or not, because I don't know your situation, you may call that lucky, but it's not lucky. God works in many ways, and unconsciously you are attached for things that happen to our family, because that is what happened to me. I had aunties that they are involved in witchcraft. I had my grandmom that she was involved in witchcraft. My grandmom, she was the second wife of a really wealthy man. So always there a story behind. And today I'm blessing here your life. And God is telling me, but is also telling you in this video here in YouTube, that your life will be blessed. But you're responsible to make better choice. So going back, when I allowed a warlock to control my mind, believing we are like in a brotherhood, like, oh, he is like my brother. You know what I mean? Because I had the illusion that, my father passed away, so my brothers, my siblings, they are younger than me. I'm the oldest. So I had the illusion that, I need someone older to protect me. At the moment that warlock actually had bad intentions with me. Evil, diabolic intentions, sexual intentions. I got shocked because he is a married man. I could not believe it. I started getting afraid of what he was going to do against his wife to be with me. Because he knows I don't want a married man. In that time I was a married woman. I respect my husband. But the warlock started controlling. It was like the serpent. Answer his phone call. I saw him twice in my life. One was in the United States, the another one was in Brazil, maybe 3 times. United States, I invited him over with his wife. Look at that. He was introduced to me by a friend in Brazil, in Rio, and he used to talk about Kabbalah. Supposedly his background was Jewish, but he was baptized, because this is exactly how things come. They are confusing, right? Demoniac force, they want to confuse you, like what happened to me. I was raised Catholic my whole life. Went to the Catholic school. My mom did everything to pay our schools. Me and my brothers, Catholic. My mom never allowed me to be in a reading cards. She said, never go to reading cards like your aunties. You are not part of that culture. And Brazil, South America, Latin, used to be very mystical, esoteric beliefs. And my mom said, not my children. Not my children. My father passed away. I was a quinceañera. I just turned 15 years old. And those were tough times. So before that, for 7 years, my father was living with another woman. So my father left us because my mom, she was having a job, and my mom started getting scared of my father. So there are so many stories behind. My father was not being supportive, that my mom has a kind of successful business. She could afford to pay very expensive clothes. Actually, she was doing, the business was closed, right? They were even exporting. And with 3 children, my mom, she wants more, a better house. And my father had the sense that he was losing mom, 21 years older. Look at that. That story maybe happened to you. And imagine that I met, why me tell you that? Because imagine that I was really weak. I was still in my 30s, and I met this warlock. But he didn't say he was a warlock, right? He was working for the stars, he was looking for the horoscope, the astral map. He knows about numerology. He knows my sign. Look at that. Who cares about my sign? My birth date, my story. But God and me, and the therapist that I'm going. That is important. My family, people that I actually trust and believe. I could not see the signs. So the warlock started working my mind by the phone for almost 3 years. Tell me that something was wrong with stepdaughter, stepson, my husband. He was going to protect us. Protect us? From who? From what? So there are so many systemic family stories in my back, in my life, that I believe it. So I actually believe that my stepdaughter, my stepson, they have a problem, not me. Because how come they hated the mother? The mother that passed away with cancer, had cancer for 7 years. Said there's something wrong with them. They are diabolic, they are Luciferian. And there are so many other stories behind that. My husband, he's not a good man. Excuse me, my husband, he gave me this cross. People they can be good, they can be bad. They try to do their best. Everybody. This is the idea, right? Here is not heaven. Not yet. You have to be challenged every day. And I thought the warlock was helping me. But now let me tell you something else. Praying the rosary is what helped me. Have the conscience that I'm not going to accept anyone control my mind anymore. My husband's mind, my stepchildren's mind. No, I'm not here to be against my stepchildren. So I had the conscience, look at the back, my choice, my life. Over 4 years old, choice, my beliefs when I was a child, that always I felt like I was a victim, that God wasn't watching me. And I said, Hail Mary, full of grace. Our Lady was always watching me. I remember 2020, 2019, I was saving videos of praying the rosary, but I wasn't praying actively. So I was one step on the right choice, another step on the bad choice. But when that all started, if I never been a reading cards in my teens, in my 20s, it was after I was already early 30s, with a breakup with that domestic partner, violent man that almost ruined my life. But God was always holding me, my hands, my arms, me as his child. Mary was always in my back. Help me, support me, and tell me, hey, get out of this relationship. This man one day will go back for his first wife, his only wife. Hopefully, pray for his children. His wife is alive. That the children will forgive him and forgive me. Because I was at that time in the long-term relationship he had after he separated, after he left his children. Give the right conscience, take this man to the heaven. Because you know what I understood? Every time someone tried to ruin my life, doing something really bad to me, even the warlock, those people, they are being victims of them all beliefs. So that warlock had so many lines in his life. He didn't even know who his biological father was. His mom lied to him. So he was baptized, yes. And the man that was the couple, right? So it was actually his father, his biological father. So it was a twisted in his life. And that twisted occult in his life, something that was being hidden, took him to the astrology, numerology. So he wasn't even Jewish, born from his biological father. You understand that? God's father was actually his biological father. He never actually met in person. Like, he wasn't raised by him because it was something hidden, lying. So his mom, thank God, praise the Lord, finally confessed it before she passed away. She was already here in the 90s, and she confessed it to warlock, look, your father is not who you think he is. So I had the opportunity to witness things like that. The path of the blessings in my life, God was showing in that experience that supposedly the warlock was protecting me, showing him the truth. Had to accept I'm never going to be involved with him emotionally, intimately. No, I was even treating him as a brother. But since I understood I already have my brothers, my siblings that God gave me, I need no one to replace or to be the older brother. I can take care of things. And when I need more support, because that I need every day, I ask God. And every night I ask God. Every night like today. Tonight will be, they call the gates will be open for witchcraft. Come on. Hail Mary, full of grace, is blessed in this word. And we know this image of Mary. She is the one that closed all the doors. I have her in here. I would like to show you. Look at how beautiful. She looked for us. She loves us, of course. Here is a prayer that I recommended. Is Our Lady of Grace. And my experience even go deeper, because now I'm trying to take people. My research as a psychologist is also in the cults, the occultism, the control mind of the society, when that all started. Maybe it started because you, beautiful woman, think is the only way you can have that man that will love you. Oh no, darling. The only one that will love you is God unconditionally. Here is real life. Maybe your man will be distracted looking for another woman, and you just have to accept and give to the Lord and Our Lady the deliverance of that situation for your husband. Or you may be living an illusion like I used to live, that you live with someone else's husband. That was my domestic partner experience when I was in my 20s. But Danielle, I'm already in my 30s, in my 40s, and there are no men left. That's okay to be by yourself for a while, because you still have so much to know about you, right, darling? So today my call is, let's close the hell's gate, the demoniac force. Maybe in your life it started with a video. I used to do that. I did a few times with the wrong partner, domestic partner, videos that you recorded doing intimate acts, domestic videos to have at home. And why that? Why are you prostituting yourself? Oh, because it's fun, because it's his fantasy. Stop that. You are open gates. You understand that? And as a whole, lady, woman, become stronger, empowered by God, by the love of God. You understand that you do not accept the things, playful things like introduce another woman to your intimate relationship, also open demoniac gates. People, they don't want to talk about that. I heard that Los Angeles is the city of angels. You know that area in California, it's recording 65% of porn industry in the whole world. That also is open gates. Maybe those Hollywood parties that you have been, and you stayed for the after parties, because I have been the Hollywood parties. But I always left before midnight, and that is true. It was exactly when I stopped drinking. I never did any kind of drugs, because I know there are steps in your life that you may take so long to go back and regret. So I was aware of that, because the way I was raised in my life, but I committed so many mistakes. I was attracted suddenly for the horoscopes, for the reading cards, to know about the premonition of what's going to happen the next with a boyfriend or whatever. Terrible. That is all illusion. The illusionist is demoniac. I'm not going to tell you his name, because there are so many names. Their empowerment, for example, Cleopatra, archetypes. Did you ever read the story of Cleopatra? Seems like she did what she have done against her own sister that got murdered. She had to have two men, and she was extremely manipulative, controlling, doing this and that, and look at that, how she ended. She took her own life. Do you think that is the right archetype for you? Be careful. Be careful. Look at the people that you are admiring. The ego, the dollar. You know the dollar bill that you may have in your pocket, in your wallet, in your bag, purse, and you treat that like it's God. Oh, I'm going to have prosperous life. That will attract for me millions of dollars. Be careful. Be careful, ladies. I'm here to break this spell. I have taken so much because I am here also to support for you women, see your value and you're worthy. Work your self-esteem, your self-love. There are so many gates. You are open. You are selling probably your body for older men, for cheap men. You are accepting having a lot of drinking and you become alcoholic, alone, because you're so afraid to be alone. And I'm here invite you to be with God, Our Lady, the Holy Spirit. Praise the Lord, and the Lord is with thee. And there are no one that will open the gates today if you're here praying with me. Let's make a prayer. Lord, I'm here to serve you. Guide my life in the way that I always be proud of my choice. Help me to do my best. Help me to have my life organized because God loves organization. My house is clean. My children, I feed my children. I take my children to the school on time. I understand that I can take care of my beauty, my body, because I want to be healthy and have a good life, to be stronger. There's always someone that needs me. I know that. And I don't need the Lord to expect everything from that person. I don't need that person will think I'm perfect and admire me and worship me because I'm the best. I don't need my ego go in front of me, Lord. Thank you for making me conscious about my job and the way that I have to serve you. The Lord be with you, all of you guys. I accept Jesus Christ as my Savior. Bye. See you tomorrow. Follow me, Daniela.mccaffrey.phd, Daniela.psychology. I'm all social media. Let's see, I'm going to make a unique social media. I'm speaking sometimes a little Spanish, Portuguese. Follow me. I can help you with your relationship, family relationship. I can introduce you for the intern family therapy system that will heal you from the traumatic events. I'm a Christian psychotherapist. Stay with me. Follow me. Bye.